Few are those who see with their own eyes and feel with their own hearts. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. Unthinking respect for authority is the greatest enemy of truth. I am by heritage a Jew, by citizenship a Swiss, and by makeup a human being, and only a human being, without any special attachment to any state or national entity whatsoever. I would teach peace rather than war. I would inculcate love rather than hate. I believe in intuitions and inspirations. I sometimes feel that I am right. I do not know that I am. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. All religions, arts, and sciences are branches of the same tree. 100 times every day I remind myself that my inner and outer life are based on the labors of other men, living and dead, and that I must exert myself in order to give in the same measure as I have received and am still receiving. A man should look for what is and not for what he thinks should be. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. I believe in standardizing automobiles. I do not believe in standardizing human beings. It is, in fact, nothing short of a miracle that the modern methods of instruction have not yet entirely strangled the holy curiosity of inquiry. A human being is part of a whole called by us universe. The important thing is to not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. A question that sometimes drives me hazy: am I or are the others crazy? The world is in greater peril from those who tolerate or encourage evil than from those who actually commit it. Concern for man and his fate must always form the chief interest of all technical endeavors. Never forget this in the midst of your diagrams and equations. I love to travel, but I hate to arrive. Although I am a typical loner in daily life, my consciousness of belonging to the invisible community of those who strive for true beauty and justice has preserved me from feeling isolated. I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious. Invention is not the product of logical thought, even though the final product is tied to a logical structure. Science can flourish only in an atmosphere of free speech. Hail to the man who went through life always helping others, knowing no fear, and to whom aggressiveness and resentment are alien. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Man would indeed be in a poor way if he had to be restrained by fear of punishment and hopes of reward after death. The great moral teachers of humanity were, in a way, artistic geniuses in the art of living. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Never memorize something that you can look up. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. You never fail until you stop trying. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Everything must be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving.